In 2022, Bloody Roar Extreme was a featured retro title at Combo Breaker, a massive event in the Midwest for fighting games with dozens of tournaments. Since the same game can't be featured twice as a retro title, that meant Extreme wouldn't be at Combo Breaker as a main stage game. See, community-organized tournaments are also part of the event, and they need to be approved by the Combo Breaker crew. But there's a lot of leeway for what gets allowed. For example, Windjammers 2, Lethal League Blaze, and Neo Turf Masters were approved for community tournaments this year. And so was Bloody Roar Extreme. I was hoping to be there in person this time, and I even volunteered to be on commentary alongside one of last year's commentators, Avatar Yaya. That was the plan up until late March, early April, when I was hospitalized with a severe throat injury. I won't go into detail about how severe it is, but let's just say that as I'm writing this video's script near the end of May, I still have a metal ring in my esophagus and a feeding tube lodged in my gut, and I can't eat any solid foods. Somebody else had to take my place, and the man who rose to the occasion was Phil, of course. No, I'm not implying that everyone including you knows Phil, that's just his full screen name. Phil, of course.
We got to give a call out to SCXCR.
Yes.
He was supposed to, I'm taking his spot right now. He deserves to be sitting where I am right now. Thank you so much for allowing me to have this opportunity. And the whole entire community, we're thinking of you, brother.
Yes, yes.
Our hearts go out to you.
Phil was a more than suitable replacement, as not only was he already familiar with the game, but he even pulled double duty at a small Bloody Roar Extreme tournament held at Winter Brawl 3D in Pennsylvania, both commentating matches and finishing in third place. He might have gotten first, but, well, Nan was there. And she didn't lose a single match en route to a first place finish. Meanwhile, Jerry the OG was still playing and streaming Extreme regularly, anxious to defend his title as Bloody Roar Extreme champion. Apparently that didn't go unnoticed, because a few months before Combo Breaker, he officially earned a sponsorship from Rise Gaming. Since it wasn't a main stage game and there wasn't an announced pot prize this year, it was fair to expect a drop in participation, and there were people who were in the tournament last year that didn't return this time. Community tournaments this year ranged from 110 entries for Guilty Gear, really long name, all the way down to 7 entries for Punch Planet. But the total number of entries for Bloody Roar Extreme this year was 28, with a number of new names popping up in the bracket. That being said, 6 of the top 8 players from last year were in the tournament again, with the top 4 each receiving first-round buys. Here's the thing about community tournaments, though. They run at the same time as featured tournaments. As such, there were some players who ultimately had to drop out due to having other commitments, including Abek and PND Ketchup. Ketchup was commentating for the wildly popular Mystery Fighting Game tournament, and Abek was one of over 480 participants in said tournament. Abek ultimately won the whole damn thing, so massive props to him. This left the door open for some of the new participants to advance through the bracket, and that's exactly what happened. As it wasn't a featured tournament, only the top 4 was broadcasted. Let the record show, though, that the top 8 included Jerry the OG, Dom Presses Buttons, Nan, Dacid Bro, Game Time, Game Genie 222, PND Mustard, and Omega Weapon. Omega Weapon got into the top 8 through the losers bracket by beating Omega Black. And now I'm guessing he also has to face Kenny Omega and Omega Red to see who the Alpha Omega is. I know, that was stupid, but it's my video, damn it. On the winner's side, Jerry would face Dom Presses Buttons, a friend of his who picked up and learned the game with encouragement from Jerry and the Bloody Roar community after the last Combo Breaker, while Nan would face Dacid Bro. On the loser's side, Game Time and Game Genie would face off, while PND Mustard was matched up with Omega Weapon. Those who remember how last year went would not be surprised to hear that Jerry and Nan won their matches, or that PND Mustard won his match. But Game Genie 222, who finished 17th in last year's tournament, came out on top against Game Time, who was in the top 8 last year, and would go on to face Dacid Bro. Dacid Bro would win that matchup, and would face PND Wait. No, in his first tournament appearance, and despite admitting that he was tense the entire time, Dom presses buttons, knocked off PND Mustard. By the way, can we give PND Mustard some extra kudos? Not only did he finish in the top 8 again, but he was in the Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate Tournament that was happening at the same time, where he finished in the top 24, running back and forth between both events to get in all his matches. And the featured retro game tournament this year was Primal Rage, which he won, with his brother PND Ketchup coming in second. Dom went on to fight Dacid Bro in the loser's final. Dacid Bro had been bulldozing people with Yugo up to this point, except for Nan. Dom, however, was playing as Marvel, and his only loss to this point came at the hands of Jerry. Oddly enough, Jerry himself made a video a few months before Combo Breaker called "Don't Sleep on Marvel," based on his online matches with another Marvel player. He also has a character tier video with him and fellow community member Newbie where somehow the lowest grade was A, and Marvel was put in the same tier as Busuzima, widely regarded as the worst character in the game. But Dom had a message for everybody, one that is totally not me projecting my own thoughts onto Dom, and one which rang loud and clear by the time the tournament was over. Fuck your tier list.
Low mixing for launcher. Hit that Dory. Oh, you saw that? Yeah. She's not techie.
That 2-0 victory ensured a top 3 finish for Dom. But Dacid Bro didn't go home empty-handed because there was... Oh, right, I haven't mentioned that yet. Phil, of course, didn't just help out by jumping in on commentary. He also came up with an idea for a 4th place prize. In this case, it was a body pillow. A green body pillow, with Busuzima printed on it, with his human form and his beast form on either side. I don't know what's stranger, that this was the second time Dacid Bro won a Dakimakura from a video game competition, or that Phil already has another idea for a pillow. I'll admit, I'm a little scared. Also, I do have to mention that there were some technical issues with the stream, as trying to go full screen with the game would cause either the video or the audio to cut out sometimes. And at one point, someone just changed scenes for no apparent reason, and no one could see what was happening. This was primarily in the early parts of the stream, and most issues were resolved within 20 to 30 seconds. Except when a new controller was plugged in and had to be calibrated for the emulator. Anyway, Jerry and Nan faced each other on the winner's side, with Nan playing as a character she didn't touch at all in last year's top 8. Stun. She had been using him to pretty much bully everyone in the early rounds. In fact, based on some accounts, there was a surprising amount of stun players, and there's video evidence of at least one Busuzima player. Yes, even the irredeemable Lizard Man made an appearance outside of the body pillow. And Jerry being a complete tease before wussing out and picking someone else.
Who there was really
Busuzima,
good.
speaking of Busuzima.
Busuzima
is in at Combo Breaker right now.
He ain't gonna do it. Oh, he bringing up the...
Bring it, all right.
While Nan's strategy worked to this point, Jerry was able to read most of Nan's attempts at throws and chain grapples, all while using Fang to effectively punish several of Stun's non-grapple attacks. When switching to Koryu didn't work either, Nan went back to one of her tried and true characters, Jenny. When Nan took the next set with her, Jerry did something a bit unexpected. Instead of switching to his other main, Uriko, he picked Alice. It soon became apparent why. Not only could he still keep up decent pressure and use throws to punish some of Jenny's moves, but Alice had some moves that could help neutralize some of Jenny's air-based offense.
Oh, it's back turn, but it doesn't have because a nice counter hit.
Oh, the grab. That air grab was brutal.
Oh, no.
Into super again. She.
He stumped on him.
Yes.
And then he needs to.
Once again, Nan was able to take a set from Jerry, but that was it. She would go to the losers final where everyone who hadn't seen Dom play yet was in for a bit of a surprise. Many assumed Nan would roll through him en route to a rematch with Jerry. Dom had other ideas.
Different characters. That's the ball from Kano in Mortal
Oh,
Kombat.
yeah. He gets big damage off of it.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh,
that's crazy. Oh, into slide.
I want to applaud that one. That was beautiful.
That was very convincing, very strong. Ooh.
Don playing a little more safe, you can see here.
Nice counter. Oh, my knee.
Yep. I'm going to put my knee brace on when we're done here.
Oh.
Is that a ring out? Oh,
That was a clean ring out.
This is the first ring out of the night,
first ring out of the night. Get those buns off, get the nice conversion. Oh, nice defense to bait the super.
Beautiful.
That was pretty Galaxy ring. Oh, I like the low profile in there. Stop the stars on the screen.
Bad.
This could be big damage here. Oh, nice. Oh, that was great. That was so insane. That was a big.
I gotta get you down there. That was very good.
Good use of change to get the invincibility out and then just punish with a low like that. That was filthy. That was nasty. Oh, I love how you tried to go for the counter there. Oh.
And Dom takes another one.
Yeah, Dom is going really impressive right here.
But then Nan switched to Jenny, and the mood completely changed.
Don's playing. Don's like, all right, I'm in danger.
And there's the Crimson Glider, one of Jenny's supers.
Grabbing some big damage. Oh, but great tech from Dom.
Oh, they're just trading going in the corner right now.
Oh, nice slap. I felt that slap from 9 Generations.
Oh,
another one. Oh, okay.
We could be looking at the last round.
This could be the last round up.
He's going for the damage.
Oh.
Okay,
yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me.
Oh, the mix.
Oh
my God. She just flying.
Yep. Oh.
Dang. Batman could never. Look at that.
Thus, history would repeat itself, with Nan advancing from the losers finals to face Jerry again. While Jerry would select Uriko, one of his mains, Nan, who knows how to effectively play several characters, made an unusual pick for her. Gato. In a match with two polar opposite characters, Nan took the first round with Gato's sheer power, but Jerry made use of Uriko's movement to keep his slower opponent off balance and rallied back. Nan would switch to Jenny and go for a simple sequence she made use of for the latter part of the tournament. A grab that leaves the opponent temporarily immobilized, followed by a beast drive initiated by latching onto their head. However, two things worked in Jerry's favor. One, Uriko is one of the shortest characters in the game. And two, there's a brief window in which the player can regain control and duck. Both of these allowed Jerry to avoid one of Nan's bread and butter setups for a beast drive. In addition, he had an answer for Jenny's air-based offense, either keeping a low profile or using a mid-air directional tech to avoid getting hit by all of her attacks. At certain points in the match, it was actually Uriko who had air superiority. That's not to say Nan was completely helpless, though.
Yeah.
So this is very different.
There we go.
Oh, nice die kick.
Yes.
Was that the first die kick of the night?
I think so. As of right now. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh. The hit that you do is not doing a lot of damage in this matchup.
No. Don't get me wrong, Jenny's a combo monster, but she needs to get going to get that damage in. Oh, that's not good. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay. Oh, nice grab.
Oh, and that
Boom,
is
boom, boom.
a
See?
super.
Oh, he can't. Oh, that's crazy. He tried to go for it.
Oh my
he
God,
brought it
Nan was
back.
able to bring it back.
Yo,
Go,
he didn't
Nan.
want to go into dizzy form.
While Nan did manage to take a set from Jerry again, being the only person in Combo Breaker history to do so, the score would be the same as their last match. 3-1 Jerry, now the 2-time Combo Breaker Bloody Roar Extreme champion. He mentioned afterward that not only was he happy to win this time with Uriko, his main,
and I'm even more happy because I won with Uriko. Like, when my fan got popped, I was like, damn. Let's try Uriko. So,
but that this was the best he'd ever played this game in person.
that was the sharpest I've probably ever played at an event. That was better than last year's, in my opinion.
Am I surprised Jerry and Nan were the top 2 players again? No, but I was pleasantly surprised by how some other players performed, and how many new faces there were. Even as more experienced players like Jerry and Nan were cruising through the bracket, they were giving tips and offering help to newer players to understand the game better.
Yeah, no, you want to be careful. If you match the kick button, you'll do that rising attack. It's like a universal shoryuken. So it's safe on startup, but like, yeah.
Oh, so you can combo that, nice.
Yep.
Oh, nice, that's sick.
What you do is, to get the move to come out, you TK it.
Cool.
You buffer the input and then press up at when you see the hit spark.
Sweet.
Some of those players even joined the Bloody Roar Discord server, which now stands at over 2,100 members. I'd just like to wrap this up by saying thanks to both Combo Breaker and everyone who showed up for the tournament, and congratulations to Jerry, Nan, and Dom, who each took home a split of the pot money. Oh, you hadn't heard? When I said I'd find another way to help out the tournament, I meant it.